I wanted to start actually with a policy problem. That's the title. Should lower income people be allowed to buy insurance with high cost sharing? And here's just a numerical example to give you some sense of what I mean. This is data for somebody with a $30,000 a year annual income. I'm ignoring the technical difficulties, but this is from the Kaiser fund. And the first two sets of lines show you just the basic numbers for gross and silver, where you have a gross premium and then you have a subsidy. The subsidy is $10.90 for both of them. Thank goodness we at least preserve neutral incentives by having neutral subsidies in the ACA, and then by assuming 60% and 70% actuarial value, ignoring loading, I calculated an expected total spending. What you see both at the top and at the bottom is, I think, what most people would probably think of if they looked at those numbers. For this person, $2,500 a month is their income, and probably $2,000 take-home pay. The punchline basically is they're subject to pretty big deductibles. The maximum deductible is $6,850. The average deductible I have down there for the bronze plan is $1,888 and is $1,536 for the silver plan. Of course, it'll be higher than that depending on the distribution of spending, but the punchline is those are pretty hefty deductibles. And as you might imagine, there is, on all of our parts, concern. I think I've said this before, but I should say it again. I am a fan of the Affordable Care Act, in part because it reproduces what I had to say in my PhD thesis, published in 1967, available in antiquarian bookstores under the title Medical Care at Public Expense. But my concern is when the dust clears and we do get back to a kind of more normal political situation, will voter taxpayers really be willing to support the kind of structure of the Affordable Care Act, or will there be pressures to change it? And so what I mostly want to talk about in these remarks is at least what I think are the main considerations that this is a mea culpa talk, so that's why I'm beating my breast, but you should do the same. What we and you should produce in the way of information when we do get challenged on this again, for information to actually help, if not justify the current version of the ACA Act, at least to provide some rough justification for a version that has more than just visceral feelings or round numbers in support of it.